As you grow in your bid to become a professional in creating wonderful videos, it is imperative that you learn how to draw inspiration from different sources. So I was watching my TV the other day and I saw this wonderful video on super sports, and I was like, why not? Let me see what I can do with my smartphone. So I created this and I made a tutorial for you. What's up everyone, it's your boy BJ from Abstract Graphics. Thank you for tuning into my channel. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please try and do so immediately. Thank you very much. Okay guys, let's begin by creating a new project. We can call this Super Pics. Cool. Now I'm going to grab the folder we are going to be needing for this project. Alright, so just for reference purposes, I'm going to drop some. I'm going to add this. Now why I'm dropping this is so that you can be able to pick the color for the background. Okay, so I'm going to drop the link to download all these materials in the description below. Alright, so you are going to create this. Now go to color picker, or let's select the gradient for this one. So I'm going to just make it like that. So for the black, I'm going to pick the color at the top here. Okay, so and then for the white, I'm going to pick the color below here. So that should just settle the whole issue. Okay, so we're done with that. So all you need to do is just stretch it to fill the composition area, and there you have it. So I'm going to remove it for now. Okay, I think we are done with this, so we can just delete this. So let's delete it. Cool. Now I'm going to bring in the next one we're going to need, which is this one. So this is also going to serve as a reference for us, so we'll be able to just follow. So you can do this if you like. You might just go ahead and do it on your own if you are up for it. Okay, so all right, so let's go ahead and start by okay, so we'll pick that rounded corner circle, and we are going to increase the radius. Now I'll just stretch it like so, and then I'll increase the radius, like that. Okay, once it's 100%, it's full. Okay, so no need to go beyond that. Now you just align it to the center as much as you can. Beautiful. And then I'll just increase the size a little bit, okay. Then I'll change the color to white. Nice. Now that we have done that, what we need to do is just make it slanty as that other one is. You see, let me show you what I mean. You can see this one is a little bit slanty on this side, so that's what we want to do. Okay, so so how to do that is by creating a square like this. So create a square like so, and just take it there. Now we want to actually see what we are doing. So what I'll do is I'll just off this one, and then for this square I'll just faint it a little bit so I'll see what is beneath it. Right, so that's what I mean. Okay, so what you need to do now is just stretch this a little bit like so, and you would need to now bring it to this side. Okay, and then go to skew. This one below here is the skew, so I'll just skew it a little bit until it matches the I think I want to reduce the so it's not just everywhere. Okay, so nice. So I'll drag it here, and once you discover that you are okay with the way it has been skewed, you can just stop. Okay, so it's not something too difficult. Okay, so I'll just drag it like so, and that's it, guys. So I'll increase back the like that, and then I'll bring this up. Yeah, so the next thing we want to do now is just, you select the two, and then you click on this one here. This one here is what you need to click on, so you have that shape right there. So the next thing you want to do now is you want to animate it to slide in. Okay, so how you want to do that is very simple. So you come here, you click on your move and transform, and then you come to 1 second on your move. Okay, so now you want to come to 1 second on your move, and then you go back to the beginning and then just drag it out like so. So you have this movement, so I can decide to just add a little bit of effects to my movement. So yeah, so I have something like that. So you have this movement now what you want to do now is obscure it and then just cover it up. Okay, so how you do that is you create a square. By now every one of us should know how to create a mask. Okay, so create a square, and then what you want to do now is you want to stretch it out like so. Just stretch it until it covers, yes, the whole thing like that. And then you just want to skew it a little bit. So you come to your move and transform, come to skew, and then just skew it a little bit like that. Okay, so you have something like that. So just drag it in like so. And then what you want to do now is you are going to need to drag it back until it gets here. Or I think let's make it easier for ourselves. So we'll just bring it here. Yeah, so it comes out like that, right? So yeah, that makes our work easier. So once you've done that, you just select the two layers. Make sure the square, the rectangle you created is above the rounded circle, and then you show me what is outside like that. So you have something like this. All right, you see. Good. Let me show you again. Select your circular rectangle, select your rectangle, and then click on this one here. Click on that, and then you have something like this. Beautiful. The next thing you want to do is the introduction of your logo as it comes in like that. So you just come to say around 1 second like so, and then you go ahead and pick your this one, and then you want to scale it down. So you scale it down like so. Beautiful. Then adjust it, scale it down more, and adjust it. Make sure it is in the center like that. And then what you want to do now is come to drag it to 15 frames. And so you come to 1 second, 15 frames, go to your scale, transform like that, add a keyframe to your scaling, and then go to 15 seconds and then just drag it down like that. Okay, so, and then you can just add your regular, so if you give it a play, you have something like this, like that. So now we are almost done. So the next thing you want to do now is you want to create that other one behind, that blue circular rectangle behind there. Okay, so how you want to do that is go to add, then you add drawing vector, and then you come here, you add a node, and then you come here and you also add a node. Okay, good. So you come to color and fill and you disable that, then you come to border and shadow and enable your stroke. And so all you need to do now is just stretch this out a little bit like that. Once you discover it, you are okay with the way it is, you can just stop. Okay, so there's nothing special about it, right? So good. So if you discover it's too big, all you need to do is come back to your edit point, and then you can just drag it in a little bit like so. Yeah, and you can always let that red line always guide you to know when it is centralized. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is change the color. So we just go to and then just pick the color. You can go ahead and select just select the color from there, but I already have the preset color, so I can even decide to change the color to something more darker. It all depends on what you want. Okay, so I can just decide to make it a little bit darker like so. Okay, so now that we are done, we'll bring it to the back like this. So yeah, you have that. And the next thing you want to do is just make sure it is sent in the middle like that. So you can just adjust it. Okay, so you probably can adjust this one too, and just make sure everything is in the center like that. Okay, so I think by now we can do away with this guys. Yeah, I can do away with this guy. Okay, so just make sure everything is in the middle. All right, so just arrange them and you should be fine. Just take some time to do some arrangement. Let me blow this up a little bit and make it bigger. Yeah, just for clarity's sake. Yes, and then for that you can just adjust it, and that looks pretty cool. Yeah, now we want to animate that fellow, that line we just created. So you are going to need to go to your effect, add effect, and go to drawing an edge, drawing progress, and you can just pick your draw gradually. Now go to end. You can see at the end there's already it has already been keyframed, so that's but now you see that it just goes straight, and that's not what we want, right? So we want it to go gradually. Okay, so at this point, at 1 second, I want it to be at 50%. So you are just going to drag it back to 50%. Okay, 50%. Good. So you see you have something like this at 50%. Okay, so and then at this point, at 3 seconds, I want it to get to 100%. So I'll just blow it up like that. So if you give it a play now, you'll have something like this, like that. Good. But then you see that as it goes slowly, I don't want it to go slowly to the end. So I'm going to adjust the keyframe, the graph. Okay, so the graph is going to give me the kind of feel I want. So if you give it a play now, you have this, and you have that. So I'll do the same thing for the beginning of the keyframe like this. So I'll add the same like so. Okay, so we should have something like this, that, and that. Good. So that's what we want to go for. And then the next thing you want to do is just bring in your text. Okay, so as it comes in like this, I want the text to come in. Okay, so you are going to go grab a text now, and then I'm going to write super. The color is white, and then I think I would use Montserrat. Yeah, I'll use Montserrat. Lovely. So now all you need to do is just increase the font. Cool. We're done with that. So all we need to do now is go to your click on your text, effect, add effect and go to text, click on text animation and fade up by letter like that. So we'll have something like this. Alright, so all you need to do now is just adjust it to the point where you want it to be, and you can just blow it up if you want to. Okay, so you don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, so that's it, guys. You have that, and then you want to duplicate it. Now I'll duplicate it, and then I'll adjust it like that, and then I'll change the text to pics. It's super pics, so good. And then we'll change the color to say yellow, or any yellow you want. This one, okay. Yeah, and then cool. So we'll adjust it like so. Lovely. And then we don't want to have that same effect on it, so we're going to change the effect, or I'm just going to delete the effect on that. Okay, so take it to where it's supposed to be like that. Lovely. And then you want to click on it. Now we'll go and get its own effect for it. So you go to move and transform, and then come to offset, this guy here, and then you just go to standard. And yeah, what you want to do now is go to the setting, offset, and then this is the offset that we want to use. Okay, so you are going to just drag that a little bit. So come to 215, add a keyframe, go to 2-3 seconds, add a keyframe. Now at this point, what you want to do now is at this point take it out of, so it's Y we are using, it's the Y axis we are using, so you want to take it out like that. Good. So and then at this point we want it to just roll in a little bit, like 3 or 4 times, like so. Cool. And that's it. Yeah, it needs a little bit of adjustment, so it's at the position where it is supposed to be. So not the X, is the Y. So I'll adjust it to say 3000 or so. Just make sure, guys, that it is at, okay, I think 3000 should work. 3000, yeah, 3000 should work. So yeah, that's it, we're done. So for this one, for our white semicircle stuff, we're going to add a shadow. So click on that and go to shadow, enable shadow, and just bring the shadow up a little bit. And then for your X, yeah, like that, and then your Y a little bit to go, and then you just blur it out by reducing the alpha a little bit, and that's it. Good. So we want our text to come in a little bit more earlier, so even more earlier, so you should have something like that. Good, good, good. That's what we actually want. So maybe, yeah, so just adjust it and make sure it comes in, yeah, like that. And then you want your super peaks to also come in. Okay, so what I will do now is I'll adjust my effect for the offset to say 1 second. Yeah, like that. Okay, so it's too early, so I'll just adjust it like so. So then let me adjust the, yeah, like that. So we have, I think I'm not getting the graph well, so let me adjust the graph again. Good. So that's exactly, yeah, like that. It's too early. It's too early. It's too early. Beautiful. So we are done with that. So then you want to bring in the tagline that says, I think, play for free, win for real. Play for free. Play for free, win for real. Yeah, and then the color is that same yellow we used. Good. So once that is done, you bring in your font, and then you can reduce the size like that. Let me centralize it so it makes my life easier, and then I'll just adjust it to the center like that. Okay, and then you want to bring in your text effect, text, that, and then fade in by, and then you want to come in here and just choose words, so it comes in by words like that. So all you need to do is adjust it. Once that is done, the most of our work is done, guys. So beautiful. So the last thing you want to do now is just get in that the background. So you get that, and then you just stretch it to fill the composition area like so. Beautiful. And then you take it to the back. Nice. So what you need to do now is just fade it. Fade it like that. Just reduce the opacity like that. And voila, we are done. So once you're done, bring in your, see, so you bring in your what is it called now, your music, add your music, and everything should be still. Okay guys, so I think what I'll do is just stretch everything to like that. So just give it a final touch, adjust everything, make sure everything is where it's supposed to be, and you are done. Okay, so that's it guys for this tutorial. Thank you guys for staying tuned. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. That's it guys for today's tutorial. Please, if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section below, and I will be quick to answer any one of your questions. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please guys do so now before you leave. Our objective is to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of December. I truly deeply appreciate your support. Thank you, and thank you very, very much. All right, I'll see you in the next one. And as always remember to bring your imaginations alive. Bye for now. Peace out.